Okay guys, so I wanted to give you guys a tour of my house um, and show you everything, all my witchy stuff and everything. So let's get started. So we walk in the front door. First I'll show you okay, this is the front door. It's got a Pink Floyd um, tapestry. Got my two beautiful children. And most of my pictures hanging on the walls were either art done by me or thrift store items. And then my front door is purple, and then I've got this wreath that I made. Okay, so over here I've got my bat, this piece of wood that I'm letting dry out so I can do an art project. I've got this little bookcase. I've got this really old photo album from the 1800s that I bought at a thrift or antique store. I got all my astrology books and a fairy encyclopedia of like fairies and stuff. Over here, I've got like an old mirror. Hello, there's me. I just got out of the shower. Up here, I made that. I drew that picture of the tree. I painted that picture up here. It is a picture that I seen. It's an image that I seen during a meditation. Here I've got the Midsummer Night Dream, the fairy circle. I got this at an antique store. I got this old piano bench with this candle that I carved some runes in. Some more candles. This old hutch, or not a hutch, it's I don't know what it's called, like a buffet thing, a sideboard. And I put some custom knobs on there. And then here, I did this. Just bought this at a thrift store. And then on this side of the living room, we've got more pictures of my beautiful children. My little corner with my witch bottles and my selenite and my crystal tree. Over here, we've got this big thing that I made. I make and sell these. I find these vines in the woods. And then I got my Libra scales, my little side table, my piggy bank. Over here, all my craft stuff has been had to move out here since my nephew moved in, because he is using my studio back there for a bedroom. And then over here we've got this little tarot and tea sign, the Wiccan reed in a little shadow box with some little spell bottles that I created. My friend gave me that picture. He said it reminded him of me. Some more little things that I made, little crystal tree. These things that I made, a bunch of skeleton keys, and this is not part of it. That right there. That is a piece of cottonwood. That stick up there is a piece of cottonwood, and actually what's really special about cottonwood is where the twigs break off is where wherever the twigs break off, the hole, instead of just a hole, it will be it's a shape like a star, which is really cool. This is a spell, a good luck charm spell that I did. This is the current one I'm doing right now. And then in here, this is kind of like my indoor garden, I guess you can call it. Some little pictures that I did with some resin. All the paintings I painted. Over here we've got my diploma from Alaska. Some pictures of some pretty fancy looking guys. Of course we have Beethoven, Napoleon, and then this guy with the fabulous mustache. Got my witch's broom. This door goes into my bedroom. Of course I keep it closed. Over here we've got this indoor plant, which is sprouting new little things. Got some pictures. My globe. This trunk is a keepsake trunk for my daughter. It's got a bunch of baby stuff in it from her when she was a baby. A bunch of her school pictures, art that she did. I've got one for my son as well. So when they get older, I can have all of their baby stuff in one spot. And then over here is my bookcase. This little old tray thing. I guess it was from like I don't know, it was from kind of like a print shop or something, but it's got a bunch of little knickknacks. Most of them came in it, like the little homeware stuff, the little people, but all the other stuff like these bells and this clock, this little French to English or French to English mini dictionary, these little books, a lot of stuff, other stuff I put in there. This right here is my friend. He got me, look at this. This is like a mini violin. He got me these mini chairs, this mini little rug, these little decks of playing cards. In that trunk, there was these little mini books right here. And then over here, I got a little mini cast iron stove that it's actual cast iron, and all of these little things up here. And then you can take a look at my books if you would like. I made this thing right here. My daughter made this little fairy bed. We sewed the little mattress from a piece of foam and the pillow. Look at this picture of my son. Jaxie, what are you doing? And then on this shelf, we have some more mini stuff. Got a mini like sewing kit. This thing that I made, some black salt, a little tea thing. That's my beautiful daughter. And over here we've got the aloe vera plant. This side table I got at a thrift store, and I put some custom, I bought these at Hobby Lobby. And then another Libra scale. And then over here we've got this beautiful picture. It's just a poster that I put in a pretty frame. And then over here we've got this shadow box that I made. It's like a old Art Nouveau style thing. I made all the little things in there and made the little books and the bottles. And then here we've got this picture. I love this picture. I've had it for a really long time. Again, this is just a poster. And then these pictures, a friend gave me this picture as well. These I bought at an antique store as a pair. And then over here, we've got this trunk. I don't think it has anything in it, but I collect trunks. So I got my plants, I don't know what a lot of these are, but these flowers, I brought back these flowers to life. I just bought this mini greenhouse. And then over here, I'm growing some more plants. I've got some started, and I got this little thing from Hobby Lobby. Sorry, I had a brain fart there for a second. I got this really beautiful table from the thrift store, actually. And over here we got a little computer. We've got Oliver Jenkins, little Olivie. Hello, Olivie. This is my daughter's cat. He stays outside, but in the winter he comes in and sleeps. And over here we got African violets. Got the speaker from my old car. This Swedish ivy. This lavender that I've brought back to life. Another African violet. Ow, Jenkins, don't scratch me, mister. And then the cats, they have a little fountain that stays running, so they have fresh water. And over here we've got my kids, got Briar, Aiden, and Allison. And then this Ace of Wands that I drew. And then we've got these shamrocks that I've had for a few years. I made that. So yeah, and then I've got some bells hanging from the light fixture. And then into the kitchen, we've got another spell. And over here, this is an old chair. It's from my old table. They broke, so I kind of sliced the side of it and I nailed it to the wall. And now it's like an apron hanger, and got some lavender that I grew and stuff like that. An old mixer. Bird cages. I love bird cages. This is an old insert from an old trunk that I used to have. My cookbooks, some Frontline for the cats. That's Himalayan salt heart. Got the baking spices, these little bottles that I collect. And this is an ulu. It's a traditional Alaskan knife that's used for filleting fish. This little thing I bought in Vegas. That cast iron pan, it cracked when I was making fried chicken, so I spray painted it and decoupaged a piece of pretty paper on it and hung it on the wall. And then over here, we've got this old fireplace that is no longer in use because it started to get dangerous and do some weird stuff. And some other little things, some sage, a little spell. I did this with a wood burning tool. It's Van Gogh. Another Van Gogh. Got this, the refrigerator, the cat looking at something. This is an old dresser that I painted and put some new knobs on, and I put some paper on the inside and I sanded it down, and I put some little pieces of plywood on the inside, and now it's a kitchen island. So and then over here I've got all my little knickknacks, teapots, things that I collect. That really cool thing, I made that. Again, made that over here. I printed all these pictures offline and I just kind of made a collage of like kitchen witch things. This is a table from an old train station. And of course I'm a witch, so I keep all of my jars. I have jars everywhere. Okay, and so that's my nephew's bedroom. I won't really show you it, but the laundry room is back there. And then that's another door to my room. I got this huge window in here, but yeah, that's his bedroom. And so I'll take you back in here. So this is an overview. This is going into the bedrooms. Another old chair that I flipped upside down and I stacked my towels right there. And then another bookcase. I've read all these books. Most of the books on my bookcases I've read. And then I keep my hair tools here and all of my movies there. And then I had a friend, when I was in the coven, for Yule, they gave out these candle holders that one of my friend's husbands made. And then the bathroom, my daughter's room, kind of a mess. So yeah, we're just gonna keep that closed. And so this is my bedroom in here. It's got Jennifer Court. So when you walk in, you see this oil cabinet that I have been making oils. I showed you guys this in my last video. I kind of gave you a little sneak peek of it. But these are all my oils. All made by me, except for these ones, of course. And up here we've got some black candles with some jewelry that I made, and some pagan prayer beads, and all these feathers that I found walking through the woods. And then let me turn my Christmas lights on. Hold on. Okay. Over here we've got this little shelf with a bunch of my little tiny stuff all over it. I love miniature stuff. It's my favorite. Yeah, we've got some acorns, some really cool matchboxes, some old skeleton keys. I found this skeleton key buried in the backyard. An old jawbone that I found in the woods. And then over here we've got the dolly clock, some more bird cages that I love bird cages, and I made this little rain cloud thing. I made this. It's really pretty. I made this as well. And then down here I've got all of my witch supplies in this trunk. So all my herbs, not all of them, there's some over there in the fireplace as well. This basket is full of fresh herbs or dried fresh herbs. This piece of bark from Alaska. All the sticks that I've collected to make wands. My candles, my books, my tarot cards. Wands that I've completed. And then down here, we've got the fireplace. So this is an overview of the fireplace. This tapestry, all my tapestries are from Amazon. They're all like $10, $11. They're really cheap. And then on the top here, we've got, this is a piece of labradorite. We've got these little witch herb boxes. This cast iron mermaid. This book that I made. Some little boxes. This little stained glass box. This thing that I've had forever. This old mirror that I bought from a antique store. Sorry, the lighting here is really, really bad. An athame, some crystal balls, some incense, another little thing. And then down here, we've got all this sage that I grew all this stuff and wrapped those myself. This one, I picked this in Colorado. It's sagebrush. And then down here, I've got some of these galaxy roses. And this is this is basically my altar. All of my resins, my cauldron, my singing bowl, this little cabinet, these roses my boyfriend got me, this little cauldron over here, more sage that I grew and wrapped. This is like where I do my little spells. This is my, what I'm currently working on, writing a book right now. I'm doing a grimoire and a book of shadows, so that's what I'm working on. I'm most of the way through it, as you can see. This black cat, I bought this when I was last year when I was going back and forth to South Carolina almost actually it was every month. I found this at a truck stop, gas station, and it was the only one there, and I bought it, and I love it. It's now sits in my room and guards over me. Over here, we've got where I do my makeup, my mirror, this tapestry, again, from Amazon. It's like a night sky, the forest. This was given to me by a friend. This little stool, I'm obsessed with like mini stools. And then this was my old altar table, but again, where I had to move all of my things out of my old studio, I had to make room for it in here. So my Ouija board back there. This is my dresser. Oh, let me close my underwear drawer here. Excuse me. Let me just close that up. Okay. So and then up here I've got all my jewelry. This thing that I made, and then my moon tarot tapestry. And then over here, this is where I keep my socks and like my lingerie and stuff like that. My perfume, I wear Calvin Klein Euphoria and Britney Spears Fantasy, if you're curious what I smell like. All my necklaces, not all of them, but most of them. And then over here is my bed. Again, Amazon, perfect place for witches and people who have obscure tastes and stuff. I bought this off Amazon, this canopy thing. I really want a four poster bed, but you know, until I can get that, I'll just use this. And then over here, we've got this thing that I made. Up here, this thing that I made, and then this, I found this at the thrift store, and then this Celtic Zodiac tapestry, and then these candlestick holders. And so this is my bedroom, everybody. And then, of course, oh, look, Jaxie. Jaxie, what are you doing? Are you just following me everywhere? You little cat? And then my closet is just so black. Everything in there is black almost. It goes up. There's a bunch of shelves in there. It goes up pretty high. And then this old mirror from the thrift store. And then this necklace that my best friend bought me in Colorado. It's a tree of life. And then the moon phases thing that I made. And then this little shelf with some pictures of my kids. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this house tour. Here I am with my towel on my head. Hope you guys enjoyed the house tour, and I hope you guys really enjoyed, just looking at my stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.